Hello children, welcome back to our EVS 2 lecture. Hope you are safe along with your families. In last EVS 2 lecture, we have studied about our village, our city, that is lesson number 7. In that lesson, we have studied about the village people and the city people, how they are dependent on one another to fulfill their basic needs. Now children, what are the basic needs of village people? Food, clothing and shelter. Even city people are also the same. But in cities, people require food to eat, they require fruits to eat, milk, etc. So this comes from where? This comes from village. And even the village people require books, toys. So from where it comes? From the city. In city there are factories manufacturing different products. So it comes from the city to the village. So city people are dependent on village people and village people are dependent on city people. That is, urban and rural are dependent on one another to fulfill their basic needs. Then we studied about the means of transport. So, to transport goods from one place to another, that time vehicles were not there. It was not invented. So people were using animals, for example, horse, donkey, elephant, to transport the goods, that is products, from one place to another. Okay, children. Then slowly, cars were invented, bikes were invented. Okay. Then after that, ancient time train was also invented. So ancient time train was this way. Nowadays we have different trains. Then trucks were used to transport the goods. And we have studied the means of transport in that lesson. Three types of transport, that is roadway, airway and waterway. So children, this is airway, waterway and roadway. Now ancient time has there were no vehicles. People were using animals. So people were using bullock cart also to transport the goods from one place to another and to travel from one place to another. Then we studied about the communication, means of communication. Children, what are the means of communication? Computer, mobile, letters, newspaper, then television. These are what? Means of communication. So means of communication means sending and receiving information. Now ancient time, people were not having phone. Telephone was also not there. So people were using what? Letters. They were writing the letters to their friends, relatives. Okay. Then slowly a generation passed. Then telephone was invented. Okay. Then before that, when they were writing the letters, they were using pigeon. They were using what? Pigeon to take the letters from one place to another. Okay, children? So, this we have studied in that lesson. Even we have studied about the dialects. Which is our state language? Marathi. So, this Marathi is spoken differently in different parts of Maharashtra. So, it is called the dialects. Now, we'll move on to our new lesson. Lesson number 9. Where does water come from? Okay, children. Can you tell? Choose the right answer and put a right next to the proper picture. If your answer is different from all of the given pictures, write it in the empty box. First one, what do you drink water from? First is shown steel glass, second is copper vessel, third is plastic bottle, fourth are hands, then tap, and then small steel vessel. So which thing you used for drinking water, that you have to tick mark. Second one, steel jar, mud clay, then this plastic distillery can, steel can, then again clay pot, mud can, and these children using glass to drink the water from the tap. So what is this drinking water stored in? They are stored in different pots. Okay. So people mostly are keeping the drinking water in this clay pot because it remains cold. Next, where do you think the stored drinking water came from? So it came from the well, from the dam, from the hand pump, or from the river, or from the lake or pond. Okay, so from where do you think it came from? It came from the dam, then tick mark dam. If well, then tick mark well. So we are going to study more about the water from where it came and how we are using this water in our daily needs. Can you tell where does water come? Where does all this water come from? The answer to this question is rain. All the water that we get comes from the rain. So children, we get water from the well, we get water from the dam, from the hand pump, from the river. Okay. So this water comes from where exactly? Exactly from the rain. Now we have three seasons, that is summer, rainy and wind. So during the rainy season, if we have good rainfall, then this water will remain till the May, that is till the summer vacation. But if it is less rainfall, then we will not get good water, good quantity of water. So all the water that we get, whether it comes from well, whether it came from dam, whether it came from hand pump or from the lake, river, pond, okay, it all first came from where? From the rain. First it came from where? Rain. So rain is the main source of water. If there is no rain, then there is no water. We will get water but in very less quantity. Okay. Now see the blue dots shown there. Okay. These points. First points from that. When it rains, some water flows over the ground, giving rise to rivulets, streams, and rivers. So when it rains, heavy rains, the water from top of your house comes downward and starts flowing on the ground. Then it forms into rivulets. Rivulets means small driplets of water and it starts flowing. So this is rivulets. This is rivulet. Okay, it flows on the ground and the same rivulet will join the stream. Where it will join? Stream. Stream means a narrow river. Stream means a narrow river, a very small river. So it will join stream. So this rivulet will join streams. So this stream is what? Like a river, a narrow river. Okay, it's not a big river, a small river, a narrow river. And rivers. So it will form into rivulets. Rivulets will join streams. Streams will join river. Okay, see how it is connected. So water, when rainfall is there, water flows on the ground. It flows on the ground, forming what? Rivulet. This is rivulet. And this rivulet will join the stream. That is a narrow river. And this stream, that is a narrow river, will join the river. That is this river. Okay, children, understood this, how rivers are formed? So river means a large natural stream of water flowing in a channel to the sea. So same way this river is connected to the sea. This river is connected to the sea. Understood, children, how rivulets are formed? This rivulets, when the rain falls, these rivulets flow on the ground and these rivulets join the streams. And this narrow river joins the main river. Okay. And this river joins the seas. Okay, children. Next point. Some water collects in low-lying areas, thus lakes are formed. So children, lakes. Now what is lake? Lake means a large area of water surrounded by land. So you can see this over here, lake. Every side there is a land and inside what is there? Water is there. Okay. So a large area of water surrounded by land, that is called lake. So this lake, how it is formed? From the water collected in low-lying areas. So from high, the water comes to the lower part. That is from the mountain. This is the mountain. Mountain. Okay, like hillock it is. So from upper part, it comes to the lower part. From upper side, it flows towards the lower side. That is low-lying area. That is called what? Low-lying area. That is from the upper part, it comes to the lower part. And the water remains there only. Lake doesn't flow. Lake remains there. Okay. So it is near, that is below the sea level. From higher, it comes to the lower. So it is called low lying. It is called low lying. So thus lakes are formed. So this way lakes are formed. Lakes are not flowing. They are not flowing. Rivers keeps on flowing. Okay, children? Understood what is river and what is lake? So river keeps on flowing. Lake doesn't flow. Now next point. Third point. A flowing river is sometimes blocked by a building, a wall. This is called a dam. When it does not rain, the water from the dam can be used. So a flowing river is sometimes blocked by building a wall. So this wall is called what? Dam. This wall is called dam. Okay. Now this is called what? This wall is called dam. So this flowing river is there. So this flowing river, on that flowing river, what is built? A wall is built. And that wall is called dam. So what is dam, children? Constructed across a river or valley. Constructed across a river or valley. So a dam is a barrier. Barrier means stop the flow of water. Reservoirs created by dams not only suppress floods but also provide water for activities such as irrigation, human consumption, industrial use, etc. So, after rainy season comes the winter season, and after winter season there is summer season. Sometimes in summer season we have scarcity of water. It is very less water. So that time this dam water is used. That time which water is used? Dam water. And if any year there is no good rainfall, then this dam water is used. So during the rainy season, this dam are in this dam the water is kept safe. So in rainy season we have high amount of rainfall. That time the water is stored in this dam. So what is reservoir, children? Reservoir, this is called reservoir. Okay, so if in the dam there is excess amount of water, that is more amount of water, then this water is let out from the dam to the other side of the wall. Okay, the water is let out of the dam from the other side of the wall, and that water is used for agriculture purpose, that is for the farmer to cultivate different types of crop. Then it is useful for the people. Now for example there is no rainfall, then people also can use that water for their daily needs. Then industrial use. Now industries, if there is no water, less amount of water, then industry people are also using this water. Okay children. Now next point. Third point over, that is dam. This is called a dam. When it does not rain, the water from the dam can be used. Next point. Some rainwater seeps into the ground. To obtain this water, we dig wells. This water can also be taken out by using hand pumps and bore wells. Okay, so some water goes inside the soil in the ground. Okay, so some people dig wells. You all know wells, right children? These are the wells. Some people used wells. Okay, I don't have the picture over here. In textbook it is already there, the picture shown over here. This is the well. Okay, this is called well. So some people construct well so that they get the water. Then some people use hand pump. Okay, this is also a hand pump picture over here. Hand pump to remove water from the ground. Okay, so the hand pump is constructed on the ground. The main part goes inside the soil, and from there the water comes out. So some rainwater seeps into the ground, that is go inside the ground. To obtain this water we dig wells. Then some rainwater also comes out with the help of hand pump and bore wells. So understood children? So different means people are using to remove water from the ground. That is wells are the option. Then dams are the option. Then what is the other option? Bore wells and hand pumps. Hand pumps. Last point. Sometimes water in the ground comes out in the form of springs. So children, what is springs? What is spring? Now we already have 3 seasons, but there is one more season, that is spring. It is between winter and summer season. It is between which? Winter and summer season. But in this lesson, the spring is different. Sometimes water in the ground comes out in the form of springs. See here, this spring is different. During the rainy season, the water goes inside the soil. Okay, it goes inside the soil, and after rainy season, in some places, you'll find this water coming out. That is called spring. That is called spring. Okay. Next paragraph. Some sources of water are formed naturally. However, places like wells and dams are man-made. If rainfall decreases, the water stored in these places also decreases. You can see such water sources in your locality, taluka or district. Study the district map given alongside and complete the activities. So children, if there is less rainfall, as I told you starting only, if there is less rainfall, then people use the water from the dams and wells. Okay. So dams and wells are man-made. It is not natural. River, lakes, streams, rivulets, they are, that is natural. But dams, wells, hand pump, it is a man-made thing. So when there is less rainfall, people use water from dams, wells. Okay. So if there is less rainfall, people start using that water. So in the dams also the water level comes down. It becomes low. You can see such places in your locality. Now we will see this in our map. In this lesson also there is one map given about the water bodies. Okay. Next part, blue color box. How is a river formed and how does it flow? Rain also falls on high places like mountains. This rainwater flows downhill. Numerous rivulets of water flowing downhill join together to form a river. A river flows down mountains and plateaus through valleys and over plains. So children, I am showing you the picture of mountain. This is mountain picture. When there is rainfall, the water from upper side flows downside. Okay, and it starts flowing like a rivulet. As I am showing you all the rivulet, this rivulet joins the streams. This rivulet joins the streams, and this streams joins the river, and thus rivers are formed. Okay, so rivulets from the high mountain, from the upper part, it joins to the lower part. It joins to the lower part and it starts flowing. This way the rivers are formed. Okay children, next part. So from higher part it flows to down part and rivulets are formed. These rivulets together form a river. Then it flows from mountains, valleys, plateaus and plains. Next box, brown color. Flowing water, that is water bodies. Flowing water and stores of water are examples of water bodies. Springs, streams, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, creeks, seas and oceans are all water bodies. So, streams, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, creeks, seas, and oceans are all water bodies. Now, we have already studied about the sea and the ocean. Okay, we have already studied about the sea and the ocean. Now, creeks. Creek is also a natural stream of water, normally smaller than a river or lake. Creek is also like a stream. This stream is the stream. So creek is also like a stream but very smaller than stream. A natural stream of water normally smaller. That is called creek. Oceans, you all know, seven oceans. Four oceans are there, and seven continents. We have seven continents and four oceans. Landforms. Due to the high and low levels of land at different places, land gets different forms. So, some places the place is very high, some it's very low. So, according to it, different places get the level of land that is high and low. Land gets different forms, that is different shapes. Mountains, peaks, hills, hillocks, plateaus, plain, passes, and valleys are some of the land forms. So, mountains, as I have shown the picture, mountains. These are the mountain. Mountain is a large landform that rises above the surrounding land in a limited area. So, these are called what? Mountains. Snow mountains. These are snow mountains. Okay. So mountain is a large landform, a very big landform that rises above the surrounding land in a limited area. So this is called mountain. Next is peaks. These are called peaks. Peak is a pointed top of the mountain. The pointed top is called a peak. Okay, when any peak has a pointed top, then it is called a peak. When any mountain has a pointed top, then it is called a peak. Understood what is peak, children? The mountain has a pointed top, then it is called a peak. Next is a hill. This hill is a landform that extends above the surrounding terrain. Surrounding terrain means surrounding mountains. Okay, so a hill is a landform that extends above the surrounding terrain, that is surrounding area. It is bigger than surrounding area, that is called hill. Hill is not like a mountain. Hill is not like a mountain. Peak and mountain are same, but there is a little difference. In mountain, there is no pointed top, whereas in peak, there is pointed top. Next is hillock. A hillock is a small hill usually separated from a larger group of hills. So, hillock is a small hill separated from the other group of hills, that is other group of mountains. That is called hillock. Next is plateaus. Where are plateaus? So this is plateau. Okay, an area of fairly level high ground. So the height is little high ground. That is called plateaus. This is the plateaus picture. These are also plateaus. Next is plains. Plain means what? A large area of flat land with few trees. So this is called plain. This is called what? Plain. Plain means only few trees are there and the land is plain. There is no high or low land. There are no mountains. There are no hills. That is called plain. That is flat land. Next is the passes. Now, what is passes, children? A pass is a gap of or break in high terrain such as mountain. So, these are the passes which we can travel through passes. These are the passes you can see on the mountain. Okay. So a pass is a gap or break in high terrain, that is high mountain area such as mountain or bridge. A pass formed when a glacier or stream erodes the land between areas of higher mountain. passes often provide the easiest routes for people to travel across steep mountain ranges. So it helps people for traveling purpose. Next is the valley. So this is the valley. Valley is between the mountains. Inside part is called the valley. Okay, this is called valley. So children understood what are landforms and what are water bodies. So some water bodies are natural, some water bodies are man-made, that is wells, dams and hand pumps, bore wells, these are man-made. While river, lakes, streams, rivers, it is natural. Then landforms, mountains, peaks, hills, these are all natural. These are all what? Natural. Now next part, do you know where a spring comes from? Rainwater seeps into the ground. It sinks deep into the ground through cracks in the soil and rocks. Even into the ground, it flows from a higher level to a lower level. This groundwater comes out of the ground in some places. This is what we call a spring. So this water goes inside the soil and it comes outside in some places after rainy season. So during rainy season it goes inside the ground, and after rainy season, that is during other season, that is between the winter and summer, there is a spring season. During that time it comes outside. So that is called spring. So even inside there are cracks, that is big stones are there, rocks are there. Then too the water level goes inside the soil, that is from higher level to lower level. Now inside the soil also there are levels. How in the mountains there are levels, high mountain to low mountain, that is from mountain to hillock. Same way inside the soil there are levels from high to low level. This groundwater comes out in some places. This is what we call spring. So after rainy season it comes out in different places. That is called springs. So children, we have finished up to here. Hope you have understood this. If you have any doubt regarding this lesson, post it on the students portal. I will try to solve your doubts. Then other remaining part of the lesson we will study in the next lecture. Till then, take care of yourself and your family members. Stay home, stay safe. Have a good day. Thank you.